Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is HerO Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Up the top left side of the map, we do have our blue Protoss player, State. And down the bottom right side of the map, we do have our red Protoss player, HerO. So another wonderful PvP game going on. And let's talk a little bit about the players first of all. So talking about HerO, he is a Protoss player. He's a Protoss player from South Korea. He plays for Team Liquid. Currently number 5 on the WCS with 4,950 points. So he is a very, very high level player in terms of the WCS. And we're going to be jumping over to State now. He is from the United States and he plays for Root Gaming. But he also is apparently sponsored by Gamefront as well. So he's got stuff going on all over the place. He's currently number 117 on the WCS with 300 points, so not a huge WCS player so much, but we definitely cannot count him out of this game just because of that. So we'll have to see. And actually, you know, this is a weird thing because these guys are 2 pixels high, 2 squares high, and these are 3 squares high. And I always thought these were 4 squares high, but apparently they're 5 squares high. Oh, is this 4 squares high? I really don't know, actually. I'm completely confused. I think these are 2 and then 4 and then 6. You know what? Maybe we can work it out. Maybe we can. Oh, crap. I'm so bad at this game. There's probably an option to turn the grid on, but you know what? We're not going to worry about that. We're not going to bother with that. We're just, you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to put this guy in follow mode. And then maybe I'll Alt-Tab and see if there's a keyboard shortcut for putting the grid on Starcraft 2. Grid on Starcraft 2. Oh, it's probably going to be the grid on the play thing. Whatever. Okay, let's just jump in very, really quickly. Gameplay. Display build grid. I don't know how to display it. In replays. It's obviously, yeah, I don't think you can turn it on all the time. So, pretty unfortunate that we can't figure that out, but I'm sure somebody can figure that out. And really, I do not know if it's, maybe it's even 5, this is 5 wide and this is 3 and this is 2 because, yeah, it's so hard to tell. It really, really is so hard to tell. See, this is the same wide as this, and this, I don't feel like this is twice as wide as that. So, I feel like this is 2, this is 3, and this is 5. We're going to say that's 5? Yeah, because look, he's got a pylon and a gateway. And a pylon and a gateway. So there's 2. This could still be 4. No, I'm pretty sure this is 3. I'm pretty sure this is 3. So it's 2, 3, 5. Okay, mystery solved. And meanwhile, we've got a pylon coming down. We've got a fast expansion for State, relatively fast, not super fast, but still all right. And it looks like HerO is going to be going for some sort of nice attack. He's got 3 gateways out. He's got Warp Gate just about on the way, and Hallucinated Oracle just for the hell of it, but that's not going to be actually attacking anything. And suddenly State realizes that he needs to get out a bunch of units very, very fast. He's chrono boosting out at Immortal. He's got 2 more gateways, but he's going to have to be relying on force fields for a little while, simply because he does not have the forces to take out all those Stalkers. There's just too many Stalkers on the map. So he's buying himself time for his Immortal to get out and to start warping in a bunch of other units like Stalkers and stuff like that. But I think his Nexus may suffer the ultimate defeat here. Maybe the Immortal can get on the high ledge and hit this, but then the Stalkers will just hit it back because, of course, HerO does have the high level attack. So he's just going to be pushing in. Time warp over there to slow down the Immortal. Beautiful. But look how fast the Stalkers go down with the Immortal hits. And HerO, man, he's got a lot of Stalkers, but unless he can get in a position where he can focus fire this Immortal, all of those Stalkers are just all going to die, man. He's just all going to die. So HerO managing to save his base with a nice overcharge as well as the Immortal. I'm actually surprised he didn't overcharge it earlier, because that may have been enough to drive the Stalkers away, but deciding not to. Actually putting down some force fields. He killed one Stalker, almost killed a couple more. So far so good, and HerO choosing to send in the Mothership Core in the backside, because of course State has nothing over here that he can really do. So he's got to warp in some Stalkers, and the Mothership Core choosing to remain way too long. I don't know. Obviously, HerO was more interested in microing these forces than microing the Mothership Core, so it did end up dying. And the Immortal, it's so slow, and its range is not as high as the range of the Stalkers, so it's, as far as chasing down units, it's not that good. But it definitely stops HerO from moving in and attacking State's base, which is the main thing, I feel like. So there we go. Really, really good stuff. I mean, HerO doing a very, very aggressive 3-gate attack, and it almost worked. State was definitely in a bit of a dodgy position, but managed. I mean, he's lucky that he had the robotics facility already out. He just chrono boosted out an Immortal, and that Immortal really turned things around for him. In conjunction with overcharging this, the Immortal just started wiping out Stalkers, so HerO had no choice but to retreat from that position. But HerO looks like he's going out with his own amount of Immortals. He's got one out, he's producing a second one, and State deciding that he probably needs another Immortal as well. So it's going to be pretty awesome. We do have a Twilight Council going down for State. No Twilight Council for HerO, but we do have a Forge coming down, which we do not have for State. So HerO's going to get a bit of upgrades coming out soon. Of course, State has a whole range of options he can start to get out with the Twilight Council. He's got Archons, of course, very, very awesome PvP unit. He's also got Storms, he's got DTs, he's got Zealot Legs, he's got Blink for his Stalkers. So many options off the Twilight Council, it's just incredible. And there we go, Blink and a Dark Shrine, so there's going to be Dark Templars coming out very, very soon. Probably for a bit of harassment. Look at these Stalkers, man, in a beautiful position. I assume this was just a hallucinated force or something like that just got killed out, because it can't have been the, yeah, there's nothing else, so it's got to have been a hallucinated unit coming in. There's another one, he's going to go out nice and wide. There's another one going out nice and wide. So State obviously has a ton of sentries, so he really wants to use up the energy on those guys. Going to be moving in, sees a bit over there, but the other one is going to be able to come in here, going to get a nice scout off, sees the Twilight Council going down. So that's going to make him feel a little bit better that the Twilight Council is still in the middle of being built, because, yeah, he knows that he's not going to be hit by DTs anytime soon. He knows that HerO's a bit behind on the tech. He didn't see a robotics facility, well, you know, a robotics support bay or whatever the hell it's called. So, yeah, he knows that there's nothing crazy coming out from HerO, but that it is going to start coming out. So he knows he's got a bit of an edge, and he's got to use that edge as much as he can. He's getting at the robotics bay as well as the Dark Shrine, so he knows he's got a bit of a leeway, because HerO doesn't have the Twilight Council yet. He's got a bit of leeway to get out more tech. He does not need to get the units out straight away, but look at this, an Immortal drop from HerO. He's going to start pumping out these guys as well, and unpowering pylons with the Immortal. Really, really great job, but this gets overcharged, and the Immortal's just jumping back in. They're not going to commit themselves to anything. They took out a pylon there, they hit a few things, and that is going to be enough for that battle, because basically he lost a few Zealots to destroy a pylon. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Immortals should have focused something, and they focused the pylon, but they should have focused something else. They could have taken out a building, potentially, but no, choosing not to. And here we go, the Dark Templar being warped in. And, oh, a bunch of Stalkers with an Observer over there. So they just need to go a little bit closer. And this guy is dead. So, a bit unfortunate that that DT did not last very long. But State does have a bunch of Colossus coming in as well. And look at this DT. Taking that out. Oh, Mr. DT. What a mistake. So he's going to die. But manages to take out that pylon as well. And the DT actually going nuts on these Zealots, which were attacking State's own pylon. So yeah, the hiding behind a tree does not help you right there. So very, very interesting. And probe actually over there. Don't know if the DT is going to take it out, but it's evident the State was thinking about taking out a third base, and that is not going to happen because HerO was keeping him down. The DT getting the hell out of there. Very scared of an observer, but there is actually... Well, there wasn't an observer, but there is one now. Another attack coming down here. And looks like HerO has his own DTs coming out now. Oh, the Warp Prism going down. Manages to drop out the Mortal first. But actually not killing that guy. Is more worried about this DT, obviously. But the DT is out of range. And no observers in this sort of area. There's DTs all over the place, man. Where is the DT from HerO? He got the hell out of there. He is not staying in there anytime soon. But he does have another DT over there, and it's just DT wars all over the place from both players. And look at this, we've got Tempest coming out for HerO. So you just look at this game, man. We got Archons, we got Colossus, we got Tempest, we got DTs at the 15-minute mark. Usually you see all of those guys later on, but we're really seeing a lot of very, very fast tech in this game from both players. And now it looks like State definitely says, alright, this is time right now. We've got to get the third base out. Let's just do it. And there we go. The probe's going to be building the third base. Going to be warping in a couple of Zealots there, but they chose the wrong time to warp in. HerO just getting set to move out. But it looks like State may be getting ready to move out as well. And he's got a very decent army. One Colossus and a bunch of Mortals and a bunch of Archons. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Meanwhile, HerO does have one Archon. 3 Immortals though. 4 Immortals, sorry. So he's definitely got the Immortal advantage. And he does have a lot of Zealots with legs. So that's going to be quite a decisive factor. But the Colossus should help State out with those Zealots. And of course, he's actually going for a 2-pronged attack here. A bunch of Stalkers coming into this base. And look at this attack. The Tempest really, really hitting this Colossus hard though. I guess that Colossus counts as a massive unit. It must, because it was taking so much damage. And the DT going to work here. Another DT. These guys just... Oh man, I just do not know what... He needs an observer over here really, really badly. So, not sure what's going to happen. The main force chasing away these Stalkers. They did it. They got the cannon down, but they did not get the main base down. And HerO with that magnificent attack, with that stroke of brilliance, getting the Tempest out, man. And suddenly State's Colossus play, which may have gotten him an advantage, has just completely turned into crap right now, because Colossus versus Tempest is just completely useless. I mean, Tempest may be the best unit in the entire game for getting rid of Colossus, because I mean, yeah, look at that. The cannon goes down, guys warping in, but there's no longer any vision. Oh, the DT does go down though, so there must be something. Must be another cannon around here somewhere, or an observer or something like that. I just do not, but there's a main attack going over here. And with that Tempest, the Tempest is providing... Oh, he's actually got 3 Tempests, so that's all the advantage that HerO needs in this battle, and State is just going to have to give the GG. Even without any Colossus to be counted, the Tempest just such an advantage. And HerO, man, getting that third base out a lot faster than State, just going nuts on the Tempest, really, really helped him out. I mean, he must have got every single building in the entire game to get that stuff done. I think he hasn't got a Templar Archives, and that's the only thing he hasn't got. But everything else he has got, man. And wow, just crazy, crazy play. Tempest versus Colossus. I never realized how good they were, but they are good, man. Of course, their anti-air versus massive is an incredible amount of damage. So they're great versus carriers. Great versus other Tempests, maybe. I do not know if they count as massive units, but apparently they're really good versus Colossus as well, and we saw that just now. So, yeah, fantastic job there by HerO, and we can see why he is that high up in the WCS right now, because he really is a phenomenal player. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching this game. Stay tuned for another one tomorrow. This has been HerO Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.